Hey, what's up, Izzy? Welcome. If you have any questions regarding Christ consciousness, let me know. Okay. Oh, what's up, Iz? How you feeling, bro? Are you doing any better? That's funny. Izzy, can't you see? Can you recognize me? Hello, welcome everyone. Killer Cracker. You a rapper, huh? You be rapping? I can tell with that name. Thank you, Israel. I appreciate it, brother. I know I love you, bro. You're my bro. Do anything for you. My first time going live. Testing the waters, you know. Gotta get my notes out. Gotta expand the consciousness. Expand it. This is what we're at. Very nice. Very grateful. Thank you, Tash. Oh, Michael. You made it. You made it. Good to see you, brother. You're such an inspiration to me. Your kindness, your compassion. I see you in all of the lives that I go in, so we're on the same level of understanding. How you been, Michael? I need to get some water. Excuse me 1 second. Hopefully it doesn't like kick me off. Oops, there we go. Cheers. Some water. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. You are a great mod. Absolutely. Might as well make you a mod. You're like the mod king. Champion. I got it first time on this live, so I'm figuring it out. There you go, Michael. You deserve it. You earned it. Because your positivity, brother. Yeah, you did get drafted. Your kindness goes a long way. Absolutely. If you want to share the live, that would be wonderful. If not, no problem. I'm just grateful that you guys are here. We're having this interaction together. Hello, Leila Matis. Welcome, Michael Sanchez. Oh, thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. I'm not here for the likes, to be honest. I'm not here to get famous. I'm just here to spread Christ consciousness, positivity. we can go in depth, if you'd like. But everyone has their own ideas, and that's why we're here to share them. Yes, Michael, absolutely. I'm just relaxing. I'm being thankful to my higher conscious, my higher self. It's so beautiful outside. I'm on the Colorado River in Arizona. Let me show you guys real quick. There's the river. No, I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, yeah, it's way up there. I'm sorry. There's the river way up there. It's beautiful. Just buildings, mountains. I'm a UFO hunter. I search for UFOs and, different kind of unexplained phenomenon. And my YouTube channel, I have like 10 to 20 videos of these unexplained orbs of white light that appear in the sky at any time. It's like I can kind of summon them. Well, this frequency is 963 hertz. This activates the pineal gland, the crown chakra awakening. We gotta open our third eye. Here's my third eye. Pretty cool, huh? So that represents who I am. I had it custom made. It's the only one in the world. And basically, it means that I'm awoke. I know my surroundings very well. I know what's going on around me. And also, I'm a retired professional magician for over 30 years doing magic. But I'm retired. And the hand is quicker than the eye. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of significance to this. There's other things too. We can go into that another day. You know what I mean? So we got 4 people in here. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Sorry about that. I had a late dinner. That's that magic. It's the magic tricks. Ho ho ho! I've been practicing a long time, and I still got my chops. Let's see. And I have rings on too. See that? Look. Oh, this chair's in the way. Nothing there or there. So yeah, magic has been my life. Since I was 6 years old, I've been performing magic. And, hold on one moment. I don't like it so close to me. I'll tell you right now. Oh man, that's like the worst thing that can happen. Sorry guys, I apologize. Okay, next time I'll come more prepared. So yeah, magic. Let me turn this down just a tad bit. Okay, you dropped at that. You're dope at that. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Micah. A lot of practice, a lot of years. So yeah, you were visited by aliens. I would love to hear your story because I've had an encounter of the third kind as well, and I'm going to share that story eventually. But I've had a lot of encounters, actually, to be honest. And I think I know why and all that. There's so many topics we can talk about, of course. Let me go back down. Zeta? What is that? I'm not, what are you referring to? Hi, Susie. Welcome in, Susie. So let me just say real quick, when I was 6 years old, my grandmother was taking magic classes locally, and every time I would visit her home, she would show me a new magic trick. So that's how it started. It was because my grandmother. Oh, Zeta is the one that woke you up. Oh, interesting. Hey, Susie. Oh, 3 of them. Wow. Incredible. What would, I was trying to understand what you were saying. Did you say you want to come live and speak, or I'm not sure what you're trying to say or communicate. I apologize. Thank you, Susie, for the likes. Let's see if I can do it, right? Skills. You're going everywhere. Oh, okay. I appreciate it, Susie. Just a lot of practice. The angles. Let me see. I'm really grateful for the people that are here. I love you guys so much, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Unconditional love. See that? Nice, huh? Skills. I could do magic with pretty much any item, any object. Pen. That. Let's see here. Oh man. Wow. Let me pick up these cards. Alright, so yeah, like I said, we can talk about anything you guys want. I'm open-minded. Thank you so much for the compliments, guys. And I haven't practiced in probably like a year and a half, but like I said, it's always with me. Those skills that I've learned, and it's pretty fun. I used to impress people all the time, and it was beautiful. I was able to bring that little childlike hope out of people. You know what I mean? Welcome, guys. Thank you to my chat. We got Madsky, Susie, and Peaceful Piper. Hey, Peaceful Piper in the background. How are you? You're singing psychic, hoping to spread love and enlightenment. That's right, sister. That's what we need to do. Compassion. Love is why we are here. We're here because of love. Spread the love and the positivity. That's all I preach. So Walter. Oh, I'm not worried. I'm sure eventually more people will come in. I would like to talk to some people, that I went in their lives. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. Oh, my hat. Thank you. I got a dumb filter on. How do I turn this filter off? It makes me look all like baby smooth. That's alright. It's all good. What else we got here? Peas. Okay. We got someone that would like to go live.
Do I like... Hi, excuse me, I have a question.
Yes, hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Wonderful, thank you for
I'm a
asking.
pre-debuted singer. I'm gonna debut very soon, in about a few years. It'll take time, but I'm about to debut soon. Do you want to hear me sing?
Sure, of course. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, take your
I'm a
time.
loser. I'm a loser. Lover with dollar sign is a loser. I'm a lover. I'm a lover. Lover with dollar sign is a loser. Oh, and by the way, I can also bark, which is really needed for this part of the song. Do you want to hear the song? Ready?
Sure.
Let's play forever. I just wanna be your dog. Woof woof woof. How do you think about my singing? Isn't it like amazing? Wouldn't I be the next Ariana Grande? Right?
Absolutely. If that's what you're striving
Thank you so
for.
much. I will. I will be the next Ariana Grande, but with not a high ponytail. I will be even better. I will be the hottest one in the world. I'm already hot, by the way. So like, I'm really famous right now. I'm gonna get verified in a few months. So yeah.
That's
My
wonderful.
high notes. Want to hear my high notes? Want to hear my high notes?
You're so. It's okay. My first live and a troll. That's fine. Not a big deal. They're kids. What do you expect? They're children. They're having fun. I just encourage them, No big deal. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. I just observe. I'm an observer. I observe everything. Even if they were to offend me or try to offend me, they couldn't offend me. Impossible to offend me. You would literally have to be here and assault me to upset me, and I would just turn my cheek because that's just who I am. You know what I mean? So what else can we talk about? We can pick each other's brains. My brother was in here. Let me see. I don't think he's here anymore. No, that's okay. He wasn't feeling too well today. Ways on guard. Yeah, my idea of God is, I think, I think we're all individual gods, and that we create our own realities through consciousness. But this consciousness is Christ consciousness. There's different types of consciousness, um, and Christ consciousness is basically, it has to do with Jesus Christ and the way that he lives his life. He was the example. You know what I mean? Oh, Muslim Mistake, how are you? Great to see you, sir. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. If you'd like to go live, you're more than welcome to. This is my first time going live, so we're just having an open discussion about anything and everything. So you happen to come into the room when we're speaking about the Christ consciousness that here you go. All right, Mr. Mystic. Let me turn this music.
Afternoon, how are you? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, I can't. I can't hear you either. No, I can't.
There. Can you hear me? No? Okay. Okay, 1 second. It's back?
Can you hear me? You can hear me. I can't hear you though. Hold on. But now, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you now too.
Oh, you can?
Okay. Yeah, how you doing, man? I just I recognized you from maybe it was yesterday, last night.
Yes, sir.
That was last night?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Or it was either last night or the night before.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of blurry these past couple days. You know, I don't really organize my day by like what day it is, and it's like it's just one day for me. It's just one energy.
Yes, sir. I absolutely
Yeah.
understand.
Can you hear me? Oh, that's better.
A lot better.
That's much better. Okay. So yeah, I'm just actually going to the gym right now, and I heard you talk about Christ consciousness, and yeah, that is a concept that is not only in Christianity, but it's in every single religious tradition out there. They might not call it Christ consciousness or attribute it to Jesus Christ or anything like that, but it's the same concept. It's raising that energy up. It's raising that. That it's like an aspect of the divine.
Yeah, something you have to attain.
Repeat that, please.
I say it's something that you have to attain.
Yes. Yeah. It's like you have to make yourself a vessel to receive it. You know, it's like you're a vessel. You can, like, think about it. Like everything you think about, all the thoughts you have, you know, that creates an emotion, and from that emotion state you act upon in this reality. And if it's an emotion of anger, then everything you're acting on subconsciously, it'll be in anger. Like you'll be eating your food, and subconsciously it's fueled by anger. So you literally become more angry. You know, it's like, it's very detailed, and it's not just like so simple. Angry all the time. Like you have anger, you have sorrow, then you have depression, you have, you know, moments of joy. But it's like, you know, point it bit like your blood, even, you know, if it's too spiking up, then what's going to happen is your body's going to produce the cortisol, you know, to spike that sugar down. And it's like a repeated cycle that happens so much that the body suffers, you know? That's just an analogy of thought, you know?
Yeah, that's a great way to explain it.
You know, it's like everything in the physical is a manifestation of the non-physical first. Like whatever idea you have of yourself, for example, like you have a goal.
Yeah.
You want to obtain something, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, whatever your goal is. First, it has to give birth. It gives birth in the non-physical first, in the higher realms. You know, like if you're always worried about what that or it's always affecting you, it's all angry or sad or depressed, then what is happening is that you're taking your cues from the physical illusion, which is the last thing to manifest. Don't take your cues from the outside world. Start from the inside. And then as you change your world within, the world without is going to change. It could be the same place, same city, but all of a sudden you're like at a higher frequency. You're gonna reflect, you know, more opportunity. You're gonna reflect, you know, the green lights. You know, you're gonna reflect. It's gonna reflect back to you, because everything outside is actually you inside.
Yeah, we're in the universe.
Yeah, it's like as within, so without. You know, so you're a Christian.
I wouldn't call myself a Christian, but as far as my faith is concerned, I'm not a religious person. I'm just very spiritual and knowledgeable when it comes to the Bible, because I studied it all my life. And there's a lot of secrets that I have that I want to reveal to people. So I'm trying to put something together. I've been working on something for quite a while.
Yeah. That sounds like my story too. I've been working on something for like literally since like 2007. Like I've been working on it so long that I still pay for my membership. Attraction. So the law of attraction is a secondary law. It's not a primary law. It is something that is secondary. So the primary law to the law of attraction is the law of vibration. Okay? The primary law to the law of attraction is the law of vibration. So people are studying the law of vibration, they're studying a secondary law. It's better if they focus on the law of vibration and what that is.
Right. Yeah.
So
exactly.
I was just answering to somebody's question.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. We're all here to learn and teach each other because we need each other. That's how we grow, and that's how we ascend spiritually in our
It's like
mental.
every single person that you interact with, it's like you're an aspect of me and I'm an aspect of you.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
It's like, you know, manifesting out, projecting out. Now, if I was like, to attract the people you resonate with at your level of frequency. So you're at a vibration state, meaning your thought realm is in lack and limitation, and people are bad, and that's how you think at a core level. Then you're going to
Yeah.
see in this reality things that confirm that frequency, and then you'd be like, "See, look, that's how it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that." Because
Yeah, but I
you're
don't blame
reflecting
them.
it. But as soon as you change your within, no, it's not about blame or anything. It's that was me also. That's a certain aspect of me. It's like, do I want to go down to that level, and and preach to
Convince
certain
people?
people like that? See, people like that are in that kind of vibration, they only will. You have to hook them with a certain thing that they recognize as something valuable. So that's why people with flashy cars and a nice suit, those kind of people appeal to people that are in like a certain kind of vibration, as opposed to there's some people that are like
Right.
just really spiritual and like lovey-dovey. They're appealing to certain kind of people, you know
Right. Absolutely.
so
Yeah, it's rare to find people like us. You know what I mean?
well, think about it this way:
And that's what I like.
the higher you climb on mountains, the thinner the air is. The higher
Yeah.
you climb, the thinner the air is. So it's like you're climbing. It's not a linear kind of ascension or descension. It's a it's like, it doesn't exist like in a linear space. Your logical mind looks at it as linear, so it can understand those concepts, and
Absolutely.
it attaches into certain things. It's really, I mean, once you understand like 33 and like numerology, the angles and angels, and how your body is a form. Your body is like a bunch of angles. You can make a 90-degree angle on your hand.
Yeah.
You know, aren't uh, a solid foundation, like a square, any kind of wall you have to have a 90-degree angle.
Right.
So and 9 is like the number of completion. Each number
Yeah.
is not a really number. In the physical, it's looked at as a number, but in the higher realms, their vibration and frequencies. 9 is the number of completion, meaning it completes the loop. It's the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
So 369,
Heaven.
369. It repeats over and over again.
It's heaven. 9.
That's why it says like, yeah, yeah, nine is like past. It's like completion. When you're complete, it's a state of it, right? When you go to heaven, you're complete, right? That's what the whole idea is, mythology or the symbolism that is. And then the like in Christian, even in Islam, in Islam, it's a Muslim, so it's like say when you go to heaven, right? Everyone's gonna be the same age. So like, how old is everyone gonna be? All of a sudden, everyone's gonna be 33 years old. How old was it when Jesus Christ died or got raised up to heaven? 30 years old. How many
Yeah.
levels are there in the ladder? 33. How many look, how many do you have that keep your spine, your whole core of your head? 33. See symbolism. No. It's 33 people. It's taking it too literal.
Yeah.
But the kind of person that is in time and energy, look that can't understand the concept, and it's literally not the person talk to. There's other people for that. You know what? Who I resonate with and talk to are people at a higher level in terms
Yeah.
of they have need kind of like higher tools. Like more customized tools.
Yeah.
Hello.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Like
Hello. Neon.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine. Thank you. I just want to let
Okay.
Mystic. I want to
Yes.
let you
Okay.
know, Mystic, that for some reason I don't know if it's my connection or your connection, but this entire time your vocals have been going in and out, so it's almost impossible to understand your conversation. And I apologize for that. But
Okay.
I'm hearing bits and pieces. Okay, Mystic. I just want to let you know that. I don't know if it's choppy for
All
you
right.
guys.
Yes.
For me it is.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna get offline and I'm gonna get off, but those are, and I look forward to you know connecting again in the future.
Okay, not a
Okay.
problem.
All right.
Love you, brother. Come back, come back. We need you here.
Okay. Hello. Can you
Leon, how
can
are
you hear me
you?
now?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
Thank you
doing
for
good. Yes.
yes, thank you for joining.
You're welcome. I'm a little echoing. I'm not sure what's going on here. Um.
It might be because of me. I'm not sure. I don't hear echo.
Okay.
If you hear one, I apologize.
Okay.
Is it very distracting?
Um. No, I'm hearing myself. Can I reconnect?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Michael said you're loud and clear. Yeah, it's just on her end. In Mystic, we're, we didn't put you. Okay, not a problem. Here we go. Neon is here to save the day. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live.
Oh, yes. Hello. Okay. Better. Better. I'm just not sure why I'm not showing my face.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm really new to TikTok, like live.
Yeah,
Trying to
not
figure
a
it out.
problem. If you don't want to
Okay.
go, if you don't want to show your face,
I
it's
just
fine.
I'm just finding how I can show my face, but
Yeah,
kind of weird.
I don't know. We'll
Um.
figure it out eventually.
Okay, it's fine as long as I can talk. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been going through last year just a lot of like awakening to my true potential.
yeah,
Like, I'm an only child and I come from a very hard past. Like, it's like I was born here, my parents are immigrants, yet I did I'm a domestic violence victim advocate. So I witnessed a domestic violence case in my family.
uh-huh.
So my dad cheated on my mom, and then my mom got hurt. Basically, my mom ended up her anger, she hurted my dad.
Oh,
So
okay. So
then
there's a lot
I
of
grew
trauma.
up, yes, that's a lot of trauma. And I I guess, and I also have hydrocephalus.
Uh-huh.
So hydrocephalus is a brain condition where cerebral spinal fluid cannot flow, and I have blockage, and it was since birth. And so both of those things combined together caused me a lot of fear. And when I grew up, they were working with me very well to overcome my fears slowly. But I think the trauma is what kept me, and also like my mom not being able to get her own help because she was also trapped in her mindset of poverty in a sense, scarcity.
Yeah,
She wasn't able to, she was like, I asked her when I was younger. I was very intuitive when I was young, and my aunts saw it too. Like everybody saw me as very like wise out of, and I didn't learn to hate, even though people, my parents were like, my dad was at fault, but it wasn't anybody's fault at the end because there were, both of them had equal faults,
yeah,
and
we
I
all do.
think so I didn't, but I grew up with a lot of confusion, and I tried to have that savior mentality with my mom.
Yeah,
um and I learned a lot from that, and it's like it's very hard to like, be that person who's being there for all her baggage. And then she also put me in piano, which is a great gift, but then she didn't understand her communication is poor, and she would miss, and so and as an only child, I would not know where to go. Like I don't have any, so that's kind of like a struggle of mine. I did have my cousin, And I did connect with her, but then later on, she also has her own issues. And then
Yeah.
we got disconnected. And so my parents were my dad was a dreamer. So he's like the American dream. So he got to live a very unique life, being able to come over here, and he had been through difficulties that make him, always remember to stay focused in school and do the right things. And he's a laser engineer. But
Oh,
my mother um, did not take therapy because she was in that mindset. She's like, oh, because the hospital fees for me. So
yeah.
after that, she didn't want to divorce him either, and divorce wasn't the answer. But the thing was, she needed help. And whatever, when I grew up just recently last year, when I came back, I've understood that she just was in the scarcity mindset. She didn't want to, you know, show her vulnerable self.
Yeah.
And and share that part. And so she was putting it on to me, and I ended up being like a little therapist at a young age.
Yeah.
But I managed to listen and empathize. So I held a lot of that baggage and I didn't know what to do with it. And she ended up putting me in piano, which is a gift. Then I had problems with that teacher
Oh, I
because
see.
of the Asian mindset. They're perfectionists. Like that
Oh,
teacher took pride in her teachings. And so she didn't realize that I'm a special kid. Like I was born with hydrocephalus and symptoms are like I'm sensitive. Now I'm understanding like there's more research going on for hydrocephalus that anxiety is a byproduct of hydrocephalus. Like I could also be autistic, but I've just never diagnosed. I was tested for the GATE program, so there were people who did recognize my gifts.
yeah.
So anyways, it's like there's a lot of confusion, and she told me to quit piano at one point because she thinks I'm quitting. She's thinking like I'm like somebody else, but I'm not. So there's a lot of comparison too. So a lot of negativity.
Yeah.
And
Man.
so just last year, I've understood that, oh, the stuff that I was in was meant for my growth. And that person, I may have been in kind of a wrong relationship, and it was also triggering his sobriety. He's also kind of like me, but in a way that, he's a person who gets high all the time. And I'm a person who has devoted my time to helping the homeless people because I was trying to become a doctor,
Oh,
a psychologist. Yeah.
yeah.
So we met for a reason, but now I
Oh, yeah.
understand the mistake was,
The
and then I
lesson.
understood yeah, it was a lesson and also a blessing. He actually was helping me learn, like, I need to love myself first because I also have to love, I don't know how to love myself, so I cannot love you. But in
Yeah.
the end, we figured out that our love language was community service, which is big. So, um, that's something we
Absolutely.
figured out. And he ended up now having, no thing, but I'm a light worker. Now I understood my true power, which I'm happy. And
Yeah.
it's great. And light workers are entrepreneurs. They can be spiritualists or whatever, but I decide to be an entrepreneur. I like baking. Four
Yeah.
years ago, I had set up to become a streamer
Okay.
to continue my piano because I quit piano finally. My piano was, going all the way, and I couldn't handle, you know, I could not handle like school and piano together, and piano got even harder because I was a classical pianist.
Okay.
So it's very challenging, and my teacher, so I overstayed in piano. So it's like a relationship I overstayed instead of
Yeah.
switching teachers. So
Right.
I processed that. I'm like, okay, so now it's just reprocessing those thoughts. And I did that through TikTok. When I came on TikTok, I started to expel those initial story of domestic violence victim
Uh-huh.
advocate that really leads to my growth right now and understanding who I am. And I've been doing a lot of shadow work while being with him. I did go nomadic, and I managed to get him sanctuary, but now he has to realize what his path is. I never meant to force him,
Yeah.
but I didn't understand, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
you have to give him
yeah.
time.
Yes, exactly. So I'm doing that right now, and his brother has also understood, and we all stand for the same side. Basically, we're allies. And yeah, now it's just patience, and I'm working myself and baking, and
Keeping
his brother
yourself
is
busy.
acknowledging my growth too.
Yeah,
So
your potential. Yes, ma'am.
yes, and also, um, you know, I'm also acknowledging that, okay, baking, that's something maybe I am gifted in, and I have to embrace that,
Yeah.
and piano, get back that piano. And I have so much knowledge and stuff that maybe I can't even teach someone. And I realize when I reflect back, many of my teachers who were student teachers, they may
Uh-huh.
not be the best pianists, but they do have knowledge, a great knowledge, because they were with good teachers. So, you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's all for a reason. Like, you don't have to go on and on and on, like with something that's not making you grow and you're struggling. So I'm
Right.
just really proud of myself for figuring this all out. And so now I'm
Absolutely.
kind of like a jack of all trades, because I'm such an explorer
Yeah.
that I'm just
Curiosity.
yeah, exactly, but in a good way. And also I seek wisdom. So I'm not religious. My mom was religious because of finding herself, but
Right.
I became spiritual. So
That's wonderful.
yeah,
I'm happy to hear
yeah,
that. That's an
yeah,
incredible story. I appreciate you sharing it.
yeah. And I'm just hoping to help. Like, again, this is the mission of, I guess, America right now, is to help like young people, like foster care, which is, they need to be accepted for who they are. They're in unstable homes, and after hearing his story now, is the reason why they go into these unstable relationships is due to the fact that they need stability. They want loyalty, but they
Yeah.
don't know
And
what loyalty is.
security too.
Yes, exactly, because their house is always changing. And so my significant other doesn't understand this, and actually now we're just friends. We're forming the bond of friendship more. And I
Yeah.
remember, like, that was part of my project when I was leading a project. I did friendship bracelets for people.
Oh,
To
wow.
Yeah, that was a leading project I did when I was in MHA. It was this mental health alliance, and I said, I picked out the simplest design, and I would, do the friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
And it was very hard for these people, a lot of them, because they're not focused. They may have ADHD, and they may have, stuff like that. So yes, exactly. And so yes, and so I also had a different, I had a dating mindset, and he had a friends with benefits mindset. So it was all just, it doesn't correlate. We're not ready.
You guys have
Yes.
different needs and
Mhm.
wants.
Yes, exactly. But in the end, the stuff that I gave him, like, let's say the essentials, were needed.
Yeah.
So in the end, that like balanced out. And he also had his lessons learned that addiction does lead to greed. Um, yeah. And I
Absolutely.
was trying to spiritually immerse him in that, but he didn't get the lesson.
Well,
And he didn't get it. So
he
I
wasn't,
think,
he
yeah,
wasn't, because he
yeah.
has to do it on his own when he's ready.
Right,
And
right, exactly. So again, that mistake I made, and it's okay. It's just, again, money. Um, and again, health is important.
yeah, health before
So
wealth. Always
health is
health
much
before wealth.
important. And so this goes about the foster care people that, I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying in general that foster care people have to attend to cries and needs of a person, because maybe they don't even know that person's story. Like, that family did not even know, like, my own story. So
Yeah.
I was trying to run away, basically, to find my peace as well, but I
Yeah, you
didn't want to
have,
leave him.
yeah, you
Yeah.
have, that's the only way. You have to
Mhm.
be on your own to figure out who you are, what you
Right.
want to do, your whole entire life. You just have to figure it out on your own.
Exactly. and he's in a phase of awakening. So,
Yeah.
um,
Oh, that's great. Everybody is right now. It's
right,
pretty.
yeah. Yes, a lot of us. Yes, 2 years of COVID is already hectic. It's like, ah.
I know, right? I had
Yeah,
COVID.
like what is going on? And we understand now that there's hidden stuff. Like you got to dig
Yeah.
for stuff and you got to be spiritual and awake. I actually came across something that, and it was a warning. It was
Okay.
a clear warning. Like you got to be very awake of what, I almost got into a scam on TikTok too. So this is why spiritual, when you do entrepreneur and business,
Yeah.
um, you have to understand ethics
Yeah,
very
because
well. Yeah.
everyone is an
Yeah.
opportunity to make money, but there's a lot of people out there.
Exactly.
Everybody out there,
So,
they want to make money from you too. So they're scamming,
right.
and it's just
Or
terrible.
ads revenue. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, terrible.
no. And I get it. He's trying to figure out his own path. He's trying to, in his own way is like, I see his story. Like he's been trying to feed his family because his father died. Oh yeah. That's another thing that I didn't, you know.
Oh,
So, so that's the thing that he needs to work on himself and understand that grief is a process.
oh
And,
yeah,
and he needs to get to where he needs to be and where rest and restoration kind of thing and be with God to
right.
understand that with the way that my dad kind of spoke to him was just not trying to hurt him. It's just saying that, you have to earn your place, you know?
Yeah,
And
you have to earn your
yeah,
respect too. You don't respect is not
right,
given to you. You have to earn. Well, yeah, you have to earn it basically.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. You
um,
have boundaries. You don't have boundaries, then
right. And I also don't have boundaries. And actually, it was where the environment that I was in. And I was also trying to reinforce that, but I can't do anything. I just let it be.
yeah, it's
So,
out of your.
yeah,
Can't
yeah,
do
I was,
anything.
yeah. So, yeah, I did feel bad. And then now I'm feeling like, no, nothing is my fault. I'm just like an outsider.
Yeah, don't be a
So now,
victim
but this
either.
is part of my
Don't
story.
be a victim.
He's trying to say like, oh, don't bring me in it, but it's kind of like it's a part of my story because I've been advocating for homeless people.
Okay,
Um, yeah,
wonderful.
so I'm not trying to shame, okay, but I'm also trying to point out like, hey, as like foster care family, it's your responsibility if you can help, if it's not, if you can't, then I know he's over the age, but there's still things that people can help. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a stranger. I became a stranger, I guess, and I can still help. I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah.
what I do.
Everyone can
So
help. That's what we
everyone can help.
need.
You gotta maybe also share your own story, if
Oh yeah.
you have overcome it, you must share that story so that person, because yeah, he
Yeah.
always says he feels alone, and I also felt that way as well.
Uh-huh.
I felt alone,
Yeah.
like nobody, like I felt like this is one for my mother too, felt alone, like raising me as a kid with hydrocephalus. But once I understood that why I wanted to share my story with hydrocephalus, but I didn't know how, but I was stuck in the system of school and I fell behind and trauma, all that stuff is like repeating itself.
Yeah.
I was trying to come out and share my story about hydrocephalus and how your health is so important because I don't know when my last day is, like in surgery. I mean, it's no not curable. Like there's still ongoing research, but and
Yeah.
most people with hydrocephalus do live with a fulfilling life. It's just they need to overcome, you know,
The
like
fear.
the fear, the sports. For me, my childhood is I remembered I would sit out in PE, and so I developed that fear. um,
Yeah.
Actually, it was after when I hit my head with a soccer ball.
Wow.
So I did play sports. I loved playing handball,
Oh wow.
and but I disliked dodgeball. And then once after that, I think this is why I developed a fear for balls, like hitting me in the head. because I got hit
Oh,
pretty hard. And so after that, I was like, Mom, I don't want to sit. And then she said, okay, I'll let you out. But, and then ever since I would sit out the whole way through. But then when I got my revision for surgery for
uh-huh.
a new shunt, because my wire, they said that it would not be out, like it would run out kind of thing, like I'm growing. So
Yeah.
they're just replacing it so the wire is, there. And once that happened, I was like, they immediately, a few months later after recovery, I think they were in the summer, I recovered in a month and they were like, let's let her try to bike. Because I learned how to bike, but I didn't bike on wheels. I was in training wheels. So everything
Yeah.
was very slow for me. From walking, I didn't walk until I was 2 years old.
Oh,
So
wow.
I didn't flip until I was like almost a month, like 8 months, like 6 months or something. It was later. And when they see those problems happen, I they told the doctor, but the doctor didn't even know. And then when I threw up, then they took me to the doctor and then they did an emergency operation on me. They said that this
Oh,
is crucial. We have to do it before she's delayed in more, the doctors did once said that she has a high chance of not being able to walk. But in the end, we did walk. I did walk. so
no, I'm
so
glad.
yeah. Uh-huh. And yeah, I understood too that, the pain that my mom must have raised me after being in an affair and hurting my dad. And so that's a lot for her. And I just wish she got therapy. But I'm glad that now all this happens is a blessing for me to embrace myself and learn to help with me with my chakra system again. Last year I wasn't going out because I was awakening in different areas and I
Yeah.
was seeking more wisdom. So I stayed inside and I was like I went across a reading called, or a video that was how to play the game of life and how to like succeed in it. Yeah. So that gave me a lot of wisdom. And then I started to go into the like certain like moral lessons kind of thing.
Right.
And
Values and
like
morals.
things that I believe, it doesn't have to be spiritual, and I also branched out to, faith in Jesus Christ too, as well,
Oh,
you
wonderful.
know,
Good for
yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
And
I'm glad you heard that.
actually, in the process when I was with him, because I was studying psychology and all this good stuff,
Yeah.
I was, I came across a book called Let the World See You. It was an NFL player. So by then I was like reading, I was like, pertains to me too. Because my mom didn't make, because she didn't, release her wounds. So she did it onto me and I held so much baggage that I end up trapping myself to love as well, you know?
Yeah. You had to break the
Mhm.
generational curse.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, somebody else did tell me this, the curse. And, yeah, so now I'm just happy that I'm free and I'm making the legacy. And I saw the signals that I have to build a new legacy for myself. So, you
Yeah.
know,
That's
like,
important.
yeah. And I mean, I'm only 24. So, but people did see that I am an old soul. So I do have certain wisdom within myself. And breaking out that story that I have was the thing that caused me to you know. But then later on, he also figured out that, yeah, I don't want you to go homeless with me, or and I knew that. I knew that. I knew what I was doing. So I retreated back to my house, and now I'm safe, and everything's good with my family, and they're also understanding to respond to my needs. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
also come off of medication after for 10 years. So I was dependent on medication. I was questioning like, do I need this for life? Like, it does not make sense, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know it's a very hard thing. It is
I know
such
it's hard for you. I understand
yeah.
completely what you went through, what you're going through,
Mhm.
and where you're headed. So I think,
Yeah.
honestly, in my opinion, after hearing what you've told me, based on your
I'm just
experiences in life, that you're on the right path. Honestly, that's
Yes.
my
Yes, all
humble
the angel
opinion.
numbers are coming to me and I keep on seeing them and it's like saying like confirmation,
Yeah,
like keep going. Um,
exactly. You see the
yeah,
synchronicity everywhere. It blows my
right.
mind. I see it
I mean,
today. I
it's
see
2022, you know? Even all these other people who are starting to awaken should also
that.
accept their path, you know? But again,
Yeah, when they're
that's
ready,
a
they
different,
will.
you know?
That's not for you to worry about.
We're about, yes, exactly.
And
So
I
it's
know you
not
want
about
to
me
help.
now.
And
So
I know you want to
I'm just
help.
glad, yeah, I'm just glad that I am embracing that. And I think also one of my friends is also, she's also been in school for a very long time now. She broke out to be a business major. So I think we're like partners, best friends and good partners. Yeah, I also have a lot hard time driving. But I've understood that, you
Oh,
know,
okay. So you have a
yeah,
little trouble with focusing. You're like
yeah,
you're everywhere. You want to
mhm,
do
yeah,
things
because
every day.
I was put under pressure and anxiety, lots of,
Yeah, I
you know, that
understand.
was the traumatic, I think the most traumatic, it was the first love with my piano, the abandonment issue with my piano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I remember now, like, I was put under so much trauma. Like, she was yelling at me, like, she wasn't respecting me, but I still, you know, I still, like, wanted to hold on to it because I thought my mom said quit. And then she said, sell the piano. And it's just like back and forth like that. I'm like, that's why the unhealthy relationship. And so I held on.
Yeah. Can
And
I
then
say
finally,
something?
and then now I came home, I confronted her. I was like, or not confronted, I said gently to her, like, and then she kind of got offended. But I'm like, you got to understand that you only have me as a child, and, you know, don't take too much pride in your parenting. It's okay to make
Yeah.
mistakes.
Yeah.
And I'm here to, you know, make her notice that she made a mistake and it kind of hurted me, but I'm not here to blame her. I'm just here to address it and say nicely to her. And I did was arguing about it, but actually later on I was making a very nice conversation. And say like, you know, it's not your fault, it's not my fault. It's just I just wish like, you know, you should have said like, oh, we can switch teachers, like more
Yeah.
better communication, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
And
Can I say something or not? I don't mean to interrupt you.
yeah, pardon?
I huh?
Oh, so yeah, so just like switch teachers and continue on, or just um like
Okay.
piano teachers where I would be respected, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
later on, finally, in the end, when near the time I quit, she started so much inducing trauma. She basically shamed me in front of the students. Like I felt shameful to be her student. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah. So it sounds like you're holding on to a lot of your past
yeah.
memories,
So
and what you need to do
mhm,
is you need to stop dwelling on them
right.
because that's the thing that's holding you back.
Right. So I
So
think
you have to let it go.
yeah, I've let go. I'm just sharing this story because
Right.
it's part
I
of it.
understand.
But
Yeah, it's part
yeah, I
of
just I'm writing the book too, like a little synopsis of everything. Yeah, I actually kept on pushing, you know, after piano, I would go to school and then stream. And now I'm back to doing the streaming and stuff and raising awareness on different areas. And
uh-huh.
then also just understanding that, you know, my parents' past, where they came from, and you know, it's a struggle now for me, but at the same time I'm releasing it all, you know, and forging my new path and embracing my entrepreneurship. And then so I keep on feeling anxious. You know, I've depended on meds, so but now I'm embracing it and I'm feeling much better. I understand what to do. Um, just
Great.
keep breathing and focusing on myself. Don't worry about other people or what they're saying. And I actually managed to become comedic. You know, I've always been comedic actually,
Oh, you
but
have?
um, I'm kind of helping other people to learn. You know, don't be too serious. Um, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
That's
Um,
really good advice, actually. Very good.
especially for me, I'm an only child, so of course I feel like that's the highlight of everything. You know, But now I understand that that's a power that I can turn into comedy. You know?
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah, you can make a negative into a positive.
yeah. Yeah, and then also breaking healthy habits. Like I never was able to experience fun, like I didn't experience like I wouldn't smoke, but I like drinking. Like I guess I experienced that and I didn't want to do it ever again, but like I guess in just awareness, just whatever, but definitely I want to stay sober just because it's what I feel right for me to do. But of course, I'm not going to limit myself.
It's not going to benefit you either if you
Right.
do.
That's true. It's actually
There's
going to
no health
harm my
benefit. No health,
organs. Yeah,
no health benefits.
exactly. No.
Don't even look at it. Don't think about it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Find
I
something to
think that's
do.
a mindset too, to realize that it's not needed. None of that is needed. Don't.
Yeah, people use that stuff as a coping mechanism. It's not worth it.
Right.
It's a trap.
Well, for
It,
me,
it's
I
a different.
wasn't coping. I was more of celebrating, but at the same time, I don't want to also do that. I threw up once. I did get a hangover once, and I'm like, okay, no more. I misjudged.
Yeah, you had no
Yeah,
idea. You had no idea what to expect.
yeah. So
That's
again,
a lesson learned.
is to like find the joy, not, happiness or even like chasing for, you know, fun, you know,
Yeah, you gotta make
that's
it
the thing.
exciting, make it worthwhile.
Mhm.
The
So
journey.
inner peace, yes. So I've understood that. And yeah, no, I can see that is how life is supposed to be. And I process everything very deeply. And just glad that all that time I spent alone, it was lonely. It felt lonely, but it wasn't loneliness. It was part of the awakening process to figure out who I was, you
Yes,
know?
absolutely.
Yeah. And
Yep.
it's painful. It's painful, but these are stuff that is part of letting go, truly letting go.
Yeah, it's a part of the process.
Yeah. And I'm finding very much support from everybody who's like saying like, just keep playing piano, turn
Yeah,
it on, play.
do what you love to
Whoever
do.
listens, listens. And also that is the part of a performer's life that I never got.
Uh-huh.
Um, the confidence to perform,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I did also a post on saying a self materialism to self worth, which I made last year and I didn't post it, so I'm now posting drafts. And I was posting a little bit about relationship, but now it's more focused on friendship and just separation so that he self for his self discovery, and then I also have to do self discovery and until
Yeah.
further notice. But
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
respecting, I'm creating boundaries basically.
Yeah. Yeah. A part of you
Mhm.
wants to do more, and I understand exactly what you're going through.
Yeah. Yes, I'm young, and so yeah, we diverge apart, but we know that those who are true to us. That's what I think he's learning, that I've been through thick and thin. So that's the
Yeah.
friendship. But again, I'm
Yeah.
leaving it there. So for about me, I'm also learning that I can sing. I was in choir, so
Oh
I
wow.
basically I'm very multi-talented. I did make a post of that, like I'm multi-talented, so I had to embrace that multi-talent. Um,
Yeah.
and
You have to
yeah,
share your gift.
yeah, I was in choir, and then I developed baking for coping with depression, and cooking for staying with my grandma and understanding it's like everything is coming into place for my talents. So I was building up for my talents, you know,
Yeah.
but I was an overachiever in school, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
it's too
That's
much
okay.
for me.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's okay. And so I did also make a post saying, the thing about school is it's great to ambition yourself to be a PhD or whatever, but sometimes it's better to focus on those extracurriculars to understand who you really are. Like, focus on like extracurriculars, which,
Activity. Yeah.
like, to for the creativity part. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Some people benefit from that. Yeah. And then also for my mom, I also told her, like, don't declare something too early, because she was trying to plan my life out to become a piano teacher.
Oh, okay. That's what she wanted.
Yeah, and so I'm like, is that what you want? Or, later I asked that, maybe that's what you want. And so now I'm living your life. And so this is why, but I still embrace I'm not going to throw it away because but
It's
I'm
hard.
just reprocessing the traumas that I had with piano with that teacher and
Yeah,
saying, like, keep playing, and you'll get there,
absolutely.
and you're enough. And you can just play easier songs too. You don't have to always play hard songs. Yes.
I
So
like
yes,
that.
it's very nice to be able to express, and I hope this story helps. And the original of when I started to want to share my story was through that Hydrocephalus Association, um, where people were sharing their stories as a hydrocephalus person and how much challenges they went through and stuff. So I think
Okay.
this is a very, and that was my starting point. Like, I was always aiming for, like, my mission is just to share my story with hydrocephalus, but then now it's birthed into, like, trauma. So
Right.
so there's two like stuff going on, and I'm now free, and I should be extremely proud instead of guilt or shame, fear, whatever. Which
Exactly.
I did live for a while, but I every time I meet this person who helped me tap into, like, he was like my coach. He's a chiropractor.
Okay.
I got the lesson right away. So it's just the codependency with my mom. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
she kind
No,
of
that,
wanted to, and
that
then she's not, like, spending time with her husband, so kind of disconnect. And she would always say, like, go ask your dad, like, I'm like, no, you have to connect with him. It's your issue, your guys' relationship. It's not mine.
right.
And so I'm like returning it back to you. So it's like this year is like realizing that, like, none of that doesn't belong to me. I'm not your therapist. I'm your daughter. Now we have
Right.
to, find things to reconnect as mother and daughter. And so I met a girl, and I met a person, and she was like, "Oh, buy this book." But I think I can do it myself. I'm already doing it. But I might buy it, and it's just for self-discovery. So I'm already doing it. But she's
Yeah.
saying that I had to unlock my subconscious mind. Is
Yeah.
that, yeah.
She's
So, but
a.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Mhm. Yeah, so I am doing it, and these days I've been smiling and being like, just happy that I'm keep playing piano. And I'm not judging myself for, not being good enough, like all those, like, voices in my head. Yeah.
Yeah. Those demons. Those
I am
negative.
more than good enough. Yes.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, I hide my demons in a weird way. And actually I got bipolar. I was diagnosed as bipolar. And now I'm free from, like, labels too. I want to free myself from labels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Hmm.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. It's a very hard journey to actually free myself from everything and just live freely. And then living my inner child. Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that you figured all that out is incredible.
Yeah. So now I have, something that I can help somebody else, which, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So again, and then family is forever. I know that I'm loved. My dad does love me, actually. He's always been supportive. He's been always respectful as well, even though, yeah.
I understand.
Okay. Yeah. So I advocate for my dad's mental health a lot, because he's going through a hard time right now as well. So I'm
Yeah.
being there for both of them, but at the same time, I'm also reserving myself. And I've been doing that recently, and, connecting with other people on TikTok and learning my true self. I'm very thankful for that experience. Every,
Yeah. It's very
you know,
therapeutic too.
yes, you know,
Absolutely.
so value the time alone. It's not loneliness. It's you're full. Yeah. you're okay by yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
absolutely.
gonna it was such a great talk. I would definitely join again
Okay.
a different time, but I'm gonna go outside real quick
That's fine.
and
I
I'll come
appreciate you.
back. Yeah, and I might go live later on to play piano. Just yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Alrighty. Yes, alrighty. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you everyone for hearing my story. I
We love you.
appreciate you.
We love you.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you. Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Thank
Talk to you
you.
soon.
Yes, talk to you soon. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wow. That was incredible. Everyone has a story to tell. I have a story to tell. You know, you have a story to tell. There's so many stories. Our lives are made up of stories and memories. I posted a video recently regarding memories. Very good. The most recent one. I appreciate the people that are still in here. Sometimes it can be hard to sit through a conversation like that, but I learned that the longer you wait and listen to somebody or something, there's a lesson in there. Like you'll learn something new. Like it happens all the time. Like I don't feel like doing something or listening, but I do it anyways. And then I'm like, oh wait a minute. The fact that I waited and I listened, I learned something. I'm always seeking knowledge, like you guys. Anybody else want to come up? It's almost 7 p.m. where I'm at. I'm gonna have to go soon, actually, to get some dinner. I'm currently at a hotel in Nevada, Laughlin. I won 3 nights a raffle like 2 months ago at a car show. So the last prize was 3 nights at the hotel, and somehow I won. So that was confirmation from my parents that passed away. Uh, they're sending me gifts and love, and that's what I think. Because it's just the universe. We're all connected consciously, even though we're all individuals and we think differently. We all have our perspective, right, and our free will to do anything or think anything. But you have to remember the thoughts that we're having are not ours. We're not the thoughts, we're not the body, we're not the emotions. We're just the vessel, right? Like Mystic said. Oh, really, Michael? Yeah, I'm sure they're in a better place. Texas, it's a long time. Oh, you were? Well, so was I. That was my role. I took care of my mother, my father, my family all my life. That was who I am. Very considerate, compassionate, loving, caring. I'll do anything for my family. But then you might have other people in your family that maybe like me are narcissistic and they don't realize it. So it's unfortunate. There's nothing you can do when you have a narcissistic family member or spouse or somebody. There's nothing you can do to make them change the way that they think. Wow, that's a long time, Michael. Very long. And you're gonna be repaid for that, brother. You're gonna be repaid for that. All that hard work that you put in, all the sacrifices that you made for your family to make sure they were okay, to show them that you loved them and you cared, it's gonna come back to you. That's part of our journey. Everyone has to go through this. 33. Yeah, you were young. My father passed away 6 months ago from COVID. We both had COVID, and he didn't make it. I made it somehow because I guess it was just meant to be. But I guess it was his time, you know. He went unexpectedly, and it went fast. It goes fast. And then mother passed away in 2015. She was a fighter. I come from a family, a lineage of fighters. We fight for freedom, you know, fight for all the right reasons. Okay, 2004 and 2017. Yeah. And I'm sure your mother was lonely and you were I can't even think. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. Uh, you were her companion, right? Oh yeah, Susie. Just keep watching them, and maybe something will click in your mind, and you might get some ideas, right? And it might help you along your journey with positivity and your conscious. It might awaken your kundalini right here, your third eye. But there's a process if you want to activate it. Some people activate it and they don't even know it. That's that's happens all the time. Yeah, team, absolutely. We have to work together. We need each other. You know, not a lot of people have support. Like the young lady that was live, she had to do it all on her own. She went through a lot, but it made her stronger, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. Mad Sky, do you have to do the yoga method to activate Kundalini? Um, you don't have to, but I would recommend it because when you're meditating, you're basically teaching yourself and you're making habits that are going to come habitual. They're just going to be natural over time. It's going to be like, you know, second nature to you when you meditate. And at first it might be weird, right? You're sitting there and you're trying to, you don't know what you're doing, right? You just want to like, you want something to happen while you're meditating, closing your eyes, you're breathing. Breathing is the most important part of meditation, right? Um, because we have our nervous system, right? And that runs everything in our body. The nervous system is like basically the spine, right? And then you have to start at the bottom at your lowest chakra. Ow, sorry. And you have to work your way up. No problem. Oh, they visit you? That's beautiful. No, but you don't have to do yoga, but I would recommend it. There's so many videos out there on yoga, and there's different kinds of yogas. Uh, I'm still learning, of course. I'm a novice at this stuff, and I'm okay with that. You know, we all have a starting point. We want to learn something new, and we study. You know, we look for answers and things that we can relate to, so we can come up with these ideas and try to implement them in our life. You know, we just all want to be better. We all want to be the best version of ourselves on a daily basis, right? We want to be impeccable, right? We just want to be the best that we can be. And when we are, or we think we are, and we know we are, then you can start inspiring other people to become the best version of themselves, right? So it's like a ripple effect. like me being here and talking and spreading positivity, it's just gonna make you feel better, right? So and when you're in a good mood, I'm in a good mood, we're all in a good mood, that's just being alive. You know, just experiencing what it is, you know, just to be okay with yourself. You know, we're all searching. We don't know why we're here. We have an idea why we're here, right? But everybody's idea is different because everybody's on a journey. And it's for you to figure out what you want to do, how you want to do it, and hopefully you're going to do something that's going to make a positive impact on the people around you because I think we're here to serve other people. So you get so much joy out of serving people. That's what it's all about. As far as the Bible is concerned, in my humble opinion, I think the Bible is a trap. There is some truth in the Bible as far as Jesus is concerned. Jesus was a teacher to teach you how to, how to live in harmony and peace, you know. And then you have all these scriptures that they want you to read and they want you to figure out, you know, like for example, it'll say like the devil, I'm sorry, Jesus is the devil and he's all these things, you know, and the devil can turn into a white light. So it's confusing, right? And you have all these other people around you usually when they come live and talk about Jesus and worshiping. And I think that's okay because they're on their journey, right? And what they believe now may change in the future, right? Because I have old ideas that I thought were serving me my best purpose, but I learned something new and I realized, wait a minute, well, that information helped me get to the next level, but it wasn't the end point. You know what I mean? Hope that makes sense. So many books removed from the Bible that had crucial spiritual. Yes, absolutely. You know, everything that we talk about and we think about is all speculation because you have to find truth behind these ideas that we have, right? And there are missing books like the Book of Enoch, the Book of John. There's a lot of books that are missing, and they basically hid that from us because they don't want the Catholic Church doesn't want us to know the truth. They want to manipulate everyone and keep us trapped in the old way of thinking. It starts in school, right? In when you're in grade school, and they teach you all this history that's most likely made up. There might be some truth in it, but it doesn't serve a purpose, right? It doesn't help you evolve. We live in this world with finances and all this technology. They don't teach you how to open a bank account. That's like the first thing you do when you're out of school, right? You get a bank account and all this stuff. You have to figure it out on your own, or you have a family member or a friend or someone to help you if you can't figure it out. But it's just unfortunate that the way that our system is set up, it's set up to benefit a few people that control the earth, you know, the elites, of course, they call them. Then you have all the reptilians and all these archons. It's like it's an evil force. They're like entities or beings that are in another dimension. And what they do is they feed off of our emotions and they control our thoughts if you allow it, right? Usually, if you're in a negative state of mind, that's when they can control you, manipulate you, make you think certain things, make you do things that you probably wouldn't do. Because I'm sure all of us have done things in life that we know we shouldn't have done, but we did it anyway because it made us feel good, or there was a benefit, or we saw an opportunity and we took advantage of it, right? But once you get older, you'll realize that all the things that we've done in the past, well, it wasn't worth it because we are sick as our secrets, right? All of our secrets that we keep are usually really sick. And most of them either have to do with sexual things that happened to us or we did to somebody else, or it's a lot of psychological things that we go through, you know. But I think we go through it, it was predestined, you know what I mean? I think our lives are predestined. Everything that we do or say, like right now that we're talking, it's already been done. We're just reliving it. And when we die, we don't die. We go into another dimension. We go into there's different, levels of heaven. But heaven here is on earth. We create our reality, like I said, with Christ consciousness, right? So you get to choose if you want to be a negative individual or you want to be positive. And when you're negative, it doesn't benefit you or anyone else. It's a bad mood. It's all about your attitude, right? You want to have a good attitude. That's the secret. Attitude. Welcome back, Michael. I believe the info is all ultimately within us. Yes, I believe that, Bad Sky. All the information, everything is within us, including the Akashic records. The Akashic records, if you haven't heard of that before, is basically a library of every living person, every living being that ever lived or existed. Every action that we did or spoke or is all recorded. And to access that, you have to go within yourself with meditation. There is other things you can meditate. You can astral travel, astral projection, but that takes time. We want to learn it and we want to do it right away because we're excited and we try to meditate and we don't see the results because these things have to be manifested. Manifestation takes time, right? Yes, attitude and gratitude. I like that a lot, Michelle. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Attitude and gratitude. Exactly. See, people think they teach the kids now how to open a bank account. Yeah, I understand. So many books were removed. Yep. I'm just going back, double checking. I'm not a fan of meditation, but I do it. Yeah, I hear you. It's boring, and when you're trying to meditate, you get all these thoughts, and you get distracted because the thoughts are coming in. And you're trying to focus so hard on something and trying to, you know, manifest something or whatever you're trying to do. Um, it's hard because there's noise, distractions. You have to go find a place that's like quiet, solitude. You know what I mean? What I would recommend is those headphones. Put some headphones on or in your ear. Play some of these frequencies, and I guarantee you it's going to help you because I do it all the time. Let's retry. Your mind is active. That's wonderful. Even lucid dreaming is pretty hard. I'm excited to eventually master that in astral projection. But yeah, I get honestly, which frequency? There's a lot of frequencies that you can search on YouTube. Like the one that we're listening to now is 963 hertz, and that's supposed to activate the crown chakra up here. I've been listening to it for hours, and it's just in the background. It's in the subconscious. You know, it, you, after a while, you don't even hear it anymore. But yeah, you do this constantly, daily, and it becomes habitual, right? And you're gonna see results after time. I guarantee you. You just have to give yourself time. Time is on your side. Yeah, try it. I try to manifest aliens. I've seen a lot of pastor from okay. Sorry, I got a mess things that happen or stuff. Yeah, exactly. I do have a vision. Share your vision. We all have visions. I have a vision. Things are supposed to happen. Yeah, you're right. I think everything is out of our control. Like whether we decide, let's say we have a free will and we decide to do this and do that, right? But I think it's all predetermined already, you know, because it makes sense to me at least, you know. I could be wrong. And it's not about being wrong or right. It's just what I think, you know. It's just who I am. Spiritual war. Yeah. I've also had that same experience, Michael, with the spiritual warfare in my head. Thank you, Michelle, for the likes. I appreciate that. And everyone that's in here, I appreciate you so much that you're taking your time out of your day to be here with me while I just talk about random things and thoughts that come and go. It's beautiful. It's like a symphony. Everybody's the conductor, right? You're conducting, you're making things happen. So that's how you create your reality. You had fun. Yeah. Doing things that are fun are very crucial, I think, to our spiritual growth. Sorry, I was just trying to stretch a little bit. I'm probably gonna hop off here in like the next few minutes, just so you know ahead of time. And I don't know when I'll be back. I want to set a schedule because I have a lot of information that I've been writing down, and you know, I just want to share it with you guys, just like you want to share with me. Thank you, Michael. Let's see here. And that's 55,900 likes. That's insane. And then I saw some gifts. I don't know where to look at. That was very kind. I don't expect or want anyone to send me anything because I know right now money is tight for everyone. Yeah, I can do more magic too next time. I have a lot of props, you know, all that good stuff. You know, like you see David Blaine on TV doing all the sleight of hand and card magic coins. I pretty much know every trick in the book. And it's fun to trick people. Thank you, Matt Sky. I appreciate you, brother. I like your music too. Keep up the good work, Matt Sky. You definitely have talent, man. just listening to your words, your wordplay and stuff. I'm like, okay, I see you. I see you, Mad Sky. Expressing yourself to the highest degree. That's awesome, bro. And I saw earlier there was like 50 people in here at one time. I was like, what happened? Where did they come from? And it dropped all the way back down to like 10, which is fine. I'm just testing the waters. And I do have a lot of information to bring to the table. Oh, 56 people. Yeah, that was a lot. I'll figure this out eventually. So what do you guys got going on before I go? You guys got any plans I'm sorry, for tonight? So it's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, man, sleep is important. Which videos? The ones on TikTok or YouTube? I know how old you are. I remember from the other live. Yeah, there's some good ones on there on my TikTok. I'm gonna start making my own videos, of course. I have a lot of ideas, and trying to formulate something. I have a lot of endeavors right now. Entrepreneur lifestyle. I've been doing that for a long time. If you want to learn how to make money, ask me, and maybe I can help you. There's so many ways if that's something that you're interested in. A troll. I love that. Mask up. Be a slave to the government so they can oppress you, make you a slave. Yep. Rose started following. Thank you, Rose. I'm probably gonna change my name.
This weird stuff.
Sorry about that. I might change my name one more time. I'm working on it. It was supposed to be Kundalini, but I can't because there's the two eyes right there. Um, I made the I a L. I just capitalized the I to make it look like an L, but I didn't know when you submit your username, it changes to all lowercase. So I try to cheat the system. Used to be able to do that like on other platforms like Instant Messenger and AOL. I used to be part of that. That was fun. Those days were fun. Chatting and meeting people and I'm sorry, to what, Michael? Oh, my real name? Uh, I've thought about it, but I have a long name. My name is Christopher Lazarus Wolk, Wolk. And the cool thing about it is Christopher has the name Christ in the beginning, right? Christ and Christopher. Lazarus, that was a good friend of Jesus Christ. And when Lazarus died, Jesus brought him back from the dead. He rose and resurrected him. That was one of his many miracles that he did. So I have Christ, Lazarus, and then last name is Wolk. It sounds like woke, like WKE, like I'm woke, awoken. So that's crazy. I'm Christ, and I've been resurrected, and I'm woke. How incredible is that? I think that's crazy. And there's so many things that I've thought, and I've came up with these crazy, like, I don't know if they're coincidences, but I think all of the things that I researched have come back to me, and man, I blew my own mind years ago. Because we can be anyone that we want to be, right? Michael Angelo Sanchez. That's a beautiful name, Michael Angelo. It's like the perfect name. You got Sanchez on it. Beautiful, man. But we can be anything we want to be, and it doesn't matter what people say or think about who you say you are, because inside, down deep inside of yourself, you know who you are, right? No one can take that away from you. And if they don't believe you, that's their problem, right? Exactly. Now, as far as Jesus is concerned, there's a lot of people that have this idea that they're Jesus, right? They have the Messiah complex, and I guess I had it as well. But with me, I think it's a lot different because the way my life has been from the beginning to now, all the things that I experienced has shown me in all the visions that I've had that I was nailed to the cross. All these dreams that I have constantly, I can't tell people about them because they can't relate or they say that's impossible, and that's okay. I'm not here to prove anything to anyone, but I'm just trying to express my uh, who I am basically, and I've come to the conclusion that I am Jesus Christ in the flesh, in the modern day Messiah, which is shoes are hard to fill, right? But I know Jesus Christ lived in the past, and we can reincarnate and come back. I have things like I said I've seen, like a picture that I posted a video of when I was a child. I have a birthmark on the left side exactly where Jesus was pierced when he was on the cross, and they made sure that he died right in the rib. They say when you're born and you have birthmarks, those are indications of past lives trauma. They can be anything, you know. So I have that birthmark right here, exactly where Jesus was stabbed, which is when I realized that it like, oh my God, it blew my mind. And then I have the master number 33. My birthday equals, 33, life path number, and that represents Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is an energy. We don't know if he really existed or not, but we know the story of Jesus and the impact that he has made on us, because no other religion or faith uh, has a person that's willing to die for you and your sins. But I don't believe we have sins. I know we do things that we shouldn't do, like wrong and right? But um, those are those morals and values that you have instilled in you, since a young age. Hopefully, you have parents that taught you how to be a stand-up individual, you know. But the thought of everyone being Christ, yeah, you can be Christ, right? Everybody can be Jesus Christ because he lives in our thoughts. He lives in our mind. It's a mind state, right? You want to live like he lived. You want to be holy, right? And that's what I try to live, a holy life. I've gone over 10 years without masturbating and having sex. I'm celibate by choice. I've lived a life of uh, pornography, and it was an addiction. I've overcome so many addictions in my life, like everyone else, and uh, I'm at a point where I know my purpose is to help people, right? And be compassionate towards every living being, including animals, because animals are just like us. They have eyes, they have feelings, they have emotions, and you know, there's a lot of theories out there that say, like example, the egg theory. You might have heard of that, where everybody, every person on the earth, supposedly every living being was you at one point. Like you lived those lives, but right now you're living this life, right? Those are like mind blowing ideas, but uh, there might it might be true, it may not be true, but some people have intuition, they have these abilities to manifest, like where are you, Michael? I see you everywhere. Yep, Michael is everywhere. He's a beautiful, beautiful soul. But yeah, we all have these abilities and we can manifest them, we can create anything we want. We just have to focus and use a law of attraction. There's a good video called The Secret. Maybe you heard of it or you haven't, but if you haven't heard of The Secret, you should watch it, and it will basically explain and show you how you can attract anything in your life. Like it's part of the universe. It's really interesting. It's really beneficial. The Secret. Look it up if you haven't heard about it. It's amazing. All right, but I think I'm gonna head out, guys. Um, I need to just get a bite or two and then relax. Long day, and I'm glad I was here to spend it with you guys. This is incredible. I love all of you in here, and I love whoever came and left. We have Old Liar, Mary, we have iZone, GV2, Susie Q, Mad Sky, Michelle, and Leonardo. And you don't have to type in the chat if you don't feel like chatting or saying things. That's okay. But hopefully, there were some things I said today that may help you with your path. Maybe you're even beyond me, and that's okay. I would love to learn from you. You know, there's people on here that like to interview other people, which I think is beautiful. Um, and I have a friend named Seven Circles. You might have heard of him. He's amazing. Check him out. Seven Circles. He represents Realm, REALMMM, three M's. And he'll break it down for you. It's like he came up with this idea, and it's incredible. It's gonna help you if you check him out. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Love is so amazing, right? Makes it feel so good. Thank you so much. Much appreciation for your friend. Much love to you, GV, Michelle, everyone. I'm out of here. Keep doing. Thank you so much. We do this together. We're a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? I'm all dressed up. Yeehaw. Yeah. Dance, dance. You guys are funny. I love you guys. I love you. So I'll be here for the next 2 more days. Let me see the calendar. I'll be here until Saturday, and Sunday I'll leave. And I'll try to come on here as much as I can. I'm gonna get some information and talk about some books, talk about alchemy and how we can use alchemy to transmute our negative thoughts to positive thoughts. It's crazy. And we'll talk more about the Archon, the ones that control us, our thoughts and emotions, and to control the elites, right? They're the ones that run the world. And the only way to fight the Archon, to be the resistance against them, is to love, right? Spread love, positivity. That's how we do it. There's a lot of people on here I'm connecting with, and hopefully I'll get to go live with them eventually. and we do this together. You know, we're here for a reason, and we're gonna change the world. We're gonna change our world, make it a better place for everyone. Because, like I always say, love is why we're here, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys take care, okay? I love you.